Get a mic check. Did I fix it? All right, Smitty Trucker. All right, yo. So check it out. First things first is I totally changed the channel name. I'm gonna make a video on this. I don't know if you get an alert on that or not. This is Dre. I always start off my videos like, "Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dre, EMIP TV, right?" So this Dre. You see it in every video. So I just said I'm gonna take off EMIP TV and just this is Dre. Right? This is Dre. It keeps me out of a box, lets me talk about whatever I want. And since I'm going to be talking about a lot more stocks, so, I'm not talking about trucking, even though I drive trucks. But since I drive postal trucks, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Government stuff, driving mail, right? So, yeah, they strict on things. So I'm not going to talk about that, at least while I'm at work. And then there's nothing to really talk about when you're not at work. So, yeah, and photography, whatever I want to talk about. So this is Dre, and this Dre is going to talk about stocks. So I chickened out last week. Right? Amazon was just acting crazy, and I told you guys to fade me. Thanks, babe. Thanks for letting. She called me. She had to call me. That was the only way I was going to know. So I'll probably go back in and clip the beginning of this video. So anyway, I chickened out here because see, every time it goes up, this is the day before, right? There's a 5-minute chop. It opens and just sinks all day, right? Opens and gets slammed down. Just every time it here opens down, and I just didn't like the way it was trading, especially since the market was actually kind of going up. At least the Dow, like all those industrial type stocks. So it was mostly, I guess the FANG stocks was doing it, but there was some technology stocks that was running a little bit. I didn't know what it was. So I don't know. All I know is I chickened out because I got options. Let me tell you something with options. You could lose all your money. You make big money or you could lose all your money. These things have time value and you could just lose. So, I'm a little afraid. The channel was called Trading Scared. I thought about bringing that name over. I'm going to keep that over there. I'm actually getting pretty good subs over there. Every time I look, I'm like, oh, I got some new subs and I'm not even making videos. But I'm going to bring those people over here and say, if anybody's over there, hey, come over here. This is where the videos is going to be. But Trading Scared, I'd be scared, So, because you can lose a lot of money. You can make a lot and you can lose a lot. So I want to be cautious. Is that a better word than scared? Cautious. What's up, Red? Why are you not discussing Roku, Giga? I got to, man, because I don't trade them. That's all. Takes WA waste plastics and turns it into 100% recycled plastics pallets. Saves our oceans good loop and talk and industry to clean up plastic. I am familiar with Roku and I'm familiar with not familiar with Gliggly. What's that one? Clean Harbors? Familiar with that? Yeah, I gotta look into that because I don't know. When you trade, I don't think that you need to go all over the universe. This is what I believe. Just get some favorite stocks, just a handful. So you can learn them, so you can fall in love and you can see what they do and just get used to how they move because they all move alike, So my favorites are, I guess, Apple, Amazon, not Apple, like Amazon. Let me see if I can go into my, where the hell is it? See, you see how I got the asterisks going on. I gotta get out my list because I'm not necessarily a trader. I'm not in and out. I'm in for 14, 15 days. I like the SPX. I like Home Depot. CAT. I just put a trade on CAT today. And I sold the 135, 134 puts. Okay, so yeah, I sold the 135, 134 put spreads for about 25 cents for 11 days. So hopefully it stays above there, and I look to get out at half. So that trade, that's going to be, if I sold it for 25 cents, that means my risk is 75 cents, right? Because it was a dollar spread. So that means it's 33%. I'm going to make 33% on my money. I sold quite a few of those things. I was making it, hoping to come down, but I think it's going to hold this level because that whole China thing, they whatever the hell it was, where they said, see, I hate talking economics, but basically the growth. They're growing. The world's slow down. The world's not slowing down as fast as they think it is, even though I actually think it is. Basically, the world is going to be okay. So stocks like Caterpillar is out the box. All of these, trying to think, Boeing was even taken off. What is it at? Up 1.77%, $6. You know, them stocks that have big international, let me see what 3M is doing. 3M, 1.67. See those big industrial type stocks that just sell all over the world? They're running. And I guess people maybe are taking money out of technology, because look what happened to Apple today. You know, look at that, how when it opened up right here, boom, it just got slammed. I'm sorry. I got excited. Boom, it just got slammed all the way down. You know, as soon as it opened, it's selling immediately all the way down. It opened, where's the open? 191.64. And it went all the way down to 188 and just almost straight line down. Now it's kind of getting some traction. What was bothering me this morning was the VIX, and I was kind of afraid to place a trade. So this is the fear gauge, right? Because the VIX was going up. The VIX was actually positive when the market was up 200 points. I'm like, and it was going higher and higher and higher. Here we go. Let's get on today. Right here. See, it as it opened just straight up. You know, people was buying puts. And then right about here, 10 o'clock, it just kind of slowly went down. When it went down to negative, when it wasn't positive no more, that's when I put on the cat trade. And I'm hoping that trade, I think that, because look, here, let's pull out, I had the 5-minute chart, but let's look at the weekly. Look at that wedge. Look at this. Look at, do I gotta make sure I got the right tool on? Let me pull out, I'll tell you what, let me pull out the monthly. That looks better, right? See, look at that. I got these old lines drawn. Let me get rid of those things. And just look, you could see it. I mean, you could see how it's just busting out of that wedge. It's almost like a bull flag or a continuation pattern, right? And it's busting out. So I think it could hold at 135, which is basically the low today. So that's why I put, well, you know, what did it gapped open? Let me see. Yesterday, last week, this is month. Let me pull out a week. Let me pull out a daily. See, I'm guessing it's going to hold today's gap, even though most gaps fill, right? So 135 right there, right here. That's my guess. It's going to hold that and still go up. Now, I make money all the way down to, I'm break even 134.75, right? Because I put on 75 cents. So yeah, that should be my break even. 135. I got a quarter. So yeah, 134.75. That's gonna, and hopefully it stays above there. Now I make money as long as it goes up, down, sideways, whatever, because it's gonna be losing time value, that time decay. So hopefully I can get out and just, it could do all this chopping around. I'm just hoping it don't crash back down. People like Caterpillar. People like being in this stock. So, and that's why I trade these big ones. I don't necessarily trade the ins and out type stocks. I wanted to trade the stocks that the institutions want to buy, that every all these big boys want to buy because they feel it's safe and stuff like that. That's why I mess with these big cap stocks, especially with options, since I trade options, because I need the options to be liquid. All right, so waste plastic. It's not going anywhere. Blah, blah, blah. Trade in industries you know something about. I don't like the trucking stocks. Only last trucking stock. Well, no, FedEx. I bought FedEx, and then before FedEx was Schneider. SNDR Schneider. What are you doing, Schneider? You're at $21. I think this thing opened at 19 was the IPO. 18. Let me see. Open 19.5. I think the IPO was it started trading at I guess 19.5. Let me see. I think the IPO was set at think it was 19 or 17 or something like that. But look, it's right there. I mean, trucking stocks are trying to bounce. We're just looking at Schneider here, of course. It came out the gate. My thinking was, and I got a nice run on that, was, oh man, everybody was trading Swift and XPO and JB Hunt, mutual funds and fund managers and hedge fund, and I'm like, they're gonna want a new trucking stock in their portfolio. They're gonna start buying this up. They need it. And maybe that's why it was going up. But I tell you what, they bailed if that was the reason why, because this thing hit 32, 30, 50. It was like, oh man, this thing is doing nice. It is. Hold on, let me get rid of that. Hate live videos because, yeah, it was up like 66%. I mean, that was like great in a matter of, about a year. I was like, okay. So I wrote it down a little bit. I think I got out about 27. I was like, man, I don't know what the hell happened. So anyway, but all the trucks and stocks has been going down. Let's look at XPO. I think that was the best one. Look at the crash in that thing. Look at that thing. This thing, just looking at it, looks like it wants to go low. It's just taking a rest before it goes down. So yeah, you have to let this thing is totally broken. You really got to let this thing reestablish. That's kind of nice. When I zoom in with the weekly, kind of got a little double bottom. Yeah, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot right here, especially off this double bottom right there. But it's going to take time because these people here got hurt really bad. And there's a lot of them that want their money back. They want their money back. They took this pain, okay? Let's look at, if you go, this is all to the left. So let me get my little square out. I always like to say, okay, I messed it up. Let me draw a square. There we go. All of those people right there lost money. If you bought in this area, you're losing. You're losing money. And the only people making money is these guys who bought right here. And maybe some of these guys over here in the year 2016. Yep. So this is the pressure that you fight when the stock has to go back up. These people want to get their money back. If they still holding the bag, they want their money back. They either sold and took the loss, or they're like, oh man, I can't wait till that thing hits my, and then they get out, So it's kind of, you can take a shot right there. I like the double bottom a lot, and I like this candle right here. It's kind of the swoosh down. It was rejected, right here, $41.51. Actually, 41.05. Rejected. So there's your true support right there. It came off of that hard. So I like that. Come on back. Let me get my drawing tools again. I like that. I like it like that now, baby. I like it like that. I like it like that. When you look at the month, I like that weekly. This, I'm like, I ain't touching that. No. But you look at the week, you're like, all right. I like that double bottom. The trend is still down. Okay. And then, of course, let's look at the daily. That looks a lot better. It looks like it's really trying to establish itself, trying to gain control, but the trend is still down. That is the 50-day, that purple line, moving average. So I got the 9 and the 50 up. I don't have the 200 up. I know a lot of people use that, and a lot of funds, a lot of big money managers, they're not trading it if it's below the 50-day, 200-day moving average. Trucking pallets, why not 100%? I don't know. I tell you what, as a trucker, Red Edwards, I hate plastic pallets. Stuff slides off of those things. So I don't know. Wooden pallets, everybody makes money, right? Because they keep making it and remaking it. And you got people going in dumpsters and taking it and restoring it and selling it and this and that. It seems like it. So the wood really doesn't go to waste because it's always being reconditioned. I don't know. So maybe it's kind of like, plastic bad for the environment. Can you Are people reused? I don't ever see people going in dumpsters collecting plastic pallets if they ever get thrown away. Do they? I don't know a lot about the plastic pallets. I know I hate them. I hate pulling them because things slide off. Look at that swoosh down. I'm just like, yeah, that's capitulation right there. And it came up and came back down, and it didn't quite make the bottom. It didn't quite get, so that's good. That's a higher low. That's good. So yeah, I like that. I like XPO. I was trading FedEx. Remember, because FedEx has the options. Even these options are not that liquid. But you could see how when this whooshed down, it didn't come down back. It didn't retest kind of like XPO did. It's kind of holding support. So actually, looking at this, even though it wants to break out above, that's resistance. I think it's going to do it. This one is coming into earnings. I don't know when because I didn't look it up. But I bet you're pretty safe. I bet you're pretty safe under there. You could sell some puts under there. If this thing breaks above this resistance, you can sell some puts right here. And then that will be the trade I would like to do. But I'm trying to think. This came out with a bad earnings report, and people sold it off hard. And I sold calls above that. It was somewhere over here. No. It was here. See that? This is where it came out. It was like, boom, and it got chopped down. I started selling calls right here. When things like this happen, when you have those big drops, like, boom, and then it keeps going down, it's going to be so hard to fill that gap. I just start selling calls because once it goes back up, it goes back down. If you don't believe me, let's look at Boeing. It's almost the same thing. Get rid of this chart. You can see I'm Fibonacci in that because I want to check that out. But see, look, boom. This one did kind of come back up, but then boom. You know what I mean? So if you would have sold, once it kind of went down, you could have sold right here. But I actually was shorting Boeing up here at 450. I had like 455. It's like I predicted the plane crash because I sold the calls on Friday and then the plane crashes over the weekend and I was making money. I didn't make as much money as I wanted to make. I made like $200 on this. I could have made $1,000. But what scared me about this, it's even scaring me now. Look how well this stock is holding support. It just doesn't want to crack with all the things in the news, everything going on. It just doesn't want to break. It doesn't want to break that. It just seems like it should go lower. You already had airline saying, I ain't ordering my 50 whatever planes from you, and I thought that would be contagious. I thought they might come out. There's so much headline risk in the news. Anything could come out and say, oh man, it was that MCAS system and they got to redesign the whole thing, and then or just starts chain reaction, just like the countries were saying, we ain't flying this plane no more, right? Just like them. And then it was getting contagious, and then we finally gave in on that. And why did we take so long? I don't know. Maybe it was because Boeing was kind of down with the FAA, inspecting their own planes for the FAA. It's crazy. Even that didn't even bring down the stock. So it seems like it's Teflon right here. So it's just scary because I would want to buy it, and how I would buy it would be selling puts underneath this market right here, because that's what I do. I don't really buy the stock. I sell calls, sell puts. Iron condors, diagonals. I like diagonals. eBay. Okay. Actually, I like eBay, not necessarily the stock. Anyway, we'll talk about it in a minute. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Yeah. Oh, so I'm afraid that I'm in it and then something just comes out because it's in the news. It's going to be in the news and then it just gets slammed. So I'm scared of this. And this is why my channel was called Trading Scared. eBay. That looks good. I just brought it up and it just looks good. Comes down and look at this. Look at the trend line. The 50 turn, the 9 turn. It just looks good. Right off the bat. Let me pull up the weekly. I like looking at things like weekly. I like how it bounced up here, and you see how the 9 is actually coming. See how the stock is actually catching up with the 9, taking that little rest, and then it's consolidating before the next leg higher. So you might get this right here. You might get this right here. Stocks kind of tend to move like this. Let's call this A to B, right? B to C, and then C to D is generally the same as A to B, right? A to B, B to C, C to D. So this could have a lot more room to run. eBay is into that, oh man. Besides eBay, we know about eBay. What is that card? They got the pill pack, no, the pharma packs. That's where they into that pharmacy, and then I think they're, shoot, I can't think of what it is. What it is, I like it, but I do like the pharma packs because Amazon bought pill pack, and they're kind of into that little medical niche, and it just might hold them up. I don't really know exactly what brings them the earnings, but I kind of like that they got that pharma pack, and it's kind of, I could have sworn they was dabbled in some credit card because they sold PayPal. You know how you got Square and all of these financial things are getting scooped up. And that's another stock I trade, Square. Bring it up. This stock has been pissing me off because look at it. Do you call this consolidation, or is this thing about to roll over? So it's every time it's up, it's down. What is it? Oh, it's up 1.43 today. Okay, $1.43, 1.92%. I like it today, but look, you go back from 2016. Look at this chart. It looks, and then now you got this was the market that came down since October, since September, right? But it just don't want to run. Look how it just kind of started running, and then it's just like, and this is February 4th. Here it is, April 1st, it's doing nothing. So you say, hey, well, it's not going down. Well, if you bring up the SPYs is doing something. So this thing is like the relative strength is just terrible. And I don't know what's going on because that stock, they have the Cash App. That thing is awesome. Get the Cash App if you don't have it already. If you get it from, hey, I'll give you a code and you get $5, and then I get $5, or get it from somebody with the code so you can make $5. Don't just download it because then you won't get $5. It's an awesome app. Matter of fact, look at the SPY. Look how it just wants to break out right there. Look at that gap. That's today because this is the beginning of the week, right? And is it gonna hold? Is it gonna hold it, or is it gonna fill? Is it the fake out before the breakdown? But that looks good. I like what the VIX is doing today. How it's just getting, well, now it's positive again. See, and that's what makes me go, it's only positive by 4 pennies, 0.29%. Generally, when the VIX is low, I'm just looking at the comments. Generally, when the VIX is low, you want to buy puts. They're cheap, and if the market, most likely when it's low, what is it going to do? It's going to go high. If it's high, what is it going to do? It's going to go low. So it's complacency. People are just like, they're all right. You see what happened here when the market was crashing. Now VIX was spiking. Now we're way down here. We're even lower than I think before the VIX started spiking. I'm trying to go back here. You see, we're just about in that same area. Look at the bars. You have volatility still. It's up, down. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's not calm. Not like it should be calm. It's the fear index. But it's still calm. The sarcastics is like, hey, I'm oversold. So you might want to buy a put or just be ready because this thing could spike up hard and stocks are crashing. But what's going on with the economy? Things is kind of good now. Things is, you got the Fed saying, hey, I ain't going to raise rates. You got China now saying, hey, we're making money over here. I can't think of what the hell. what the correct terminology for that is. So I'm going to go to my phone and type it in. Because, yeah, this is live. This is what live video is. Da 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 da. Hey, I don't even have it on here. Where's my app? Anyway, gosh, I lost my train of thought. Now I'm looking at the, look at that green. See, I don't have my Dow's up, but, you know, the Dow is still up 230. The S&P is up 21, and the NASDAQ is up 67. The futures had the NASDAQ ripping 1.1, and I was like, oh my gosh. Because I was, you know, I don't know. I had sold some calls. That's why I started out with Amazon. I had sold calls. I didn't like what was going on right there, you know, and so I got a little neutral. I still made money, but I got a little neutral, and I kind of wish I didn't now, because now it's ripping. But the key, can it close above 1800? Especially, I got an alert on right now, and if that alert triggers, I'll probably be ending this video. And I'll show you this right here. I'll go to the 5-minute. Here's today, right? There's the high of today, 1812.51. If this stock if it beats that, if it breaks out of today's high and goes higher, I am buying calls. I'm just straight out buying calls. You know, so that's what I'm looking for. I have an alert on that. 1812.51. If it breaks out, if it closes above there, I might. My problem is I do this prematurely a lot, but I'm going to wait. If it closes above there on a new high above the opening, I'm going to buy calls because I think it's going to run. And this is why I like trading this stock, because what is it? It'll be 1812, right? 1812-ish. Well, where could it go? Maybe 1900. Look at that, a whole $78. You know, and it could do the stock like this, do that in 2 days. You know, unlike Microsoft, where it makes $1 a week or something like that. You know, so that's why I like Amazon. Netflix, I'll talk about that real quick. What is Microsoft doing? Yeah, it's up 86 cents, right? Have 100 shares of that, made $86. Your 8,000, take that back, your $11,880 would have made $86. You see? So that's why I like trading the big boys. Netflix. And I like Microsoft. I like that as well because it doesn't go down. You know, it's steady Eddie. You know, you could sell options on that all day. But when you just buy calls, which is dangerous, or buy puts, because these things is losing value, but these things make a lot of money when stocks are just running. You know, so in this kind of market where the market's kind of running, I kind of look, and volatility is low, let's look to buy a few calls, you know, and just make money. So that's why, answering that question again, while I'm looking at Amazon, this is actually looking good. I hate Netflix, and it's so hard. Hold on, somebody, they hear me out there. Yeah, I hate Netflix, and it's so hard to trade a stock that you hate. I don't like what's on there. I don't know why it keeps going up. There's so much competition. You got Disney and Hulu and HBO and now Apple's jumping in there. Everybody is just stream. You know, I'm not trying. We can't stream everything. That people's not going to buy everything. Amazon got better movies than Netflix, in my opinion. That's all I watch. Why is this thing going higher? You know, so, and they spending billions of dollars on movies, you know, but you know, it doesn't last forever. It ain't gonna last like a Titanic or a Spider-Man. I'm trying to name some Disney movies, but you know what I'm saying, like a big blockbuster. You know, it's not gonna last like that. If people watch it, then it's done. Then you got to spend more money making more stuff. You know, so it's just very expensive. I don't know how I can hold it. So anyway, the stock chart looks good. This is a perfect cup and handle. Look at the cup right there. Look at that. Then look at the handle. Put a cup and a plate on it. I always say that. Look at that shelf right there. I call it a shelf. That's a little crooked. Look how volume is down on that shelf. This is the perfect cup and handle, almost. So this thing looks like it just wants to break higher and go new highs. Maybe it's going to do that on earnings. Maybe. I'll put on a call spreader too, just to see. It's so hard for me to trade this thing because I just think it doesn't. It's like, how are you gonna make money? There's so many people out there streaming this, the stuff that you can stream with the Fire Stick, with breaking your Fire Stick, and stream all kind of movies. So everybody's into it, but Netflix is the only one, and they don't make money. It's all about subscribers. I think they make money. Let me see, trade. They got a PE. Well, their PE is $135, and I hate when I see that. I hate when I see that because it's like, let's say Microsoft, right? No, the PE is 23. That's high. Netflix is $135. What are you talking about high? Why do they get the premium? You know what I mean? Anyway, Microsoft makes solid money. Microsoft has a moat. Netflix don't have no moat. They could be out of business tomorrow. As soon as the next greatest thing comes out, and people remember Blockbuster, right? Remember what took them out? A kiosk. That's right. Somebody made a kiosk. And those red box kiosks cost $10,000 for one. So a little $10,000 kiosk strategically placed around the country took out that big ass Blockbuster chain making movies. And I bought a lot of their movies that they was trying to give back, for clearance. I was like, let's go to Blockbuster and get some of these great movies. Oh, man. Tony Ross. Hey, man, what's up? I like your videos. Are you FINRA? No, I'm just talking stocks. I always say, don't even buy my stuff. Fade me. Fade me. You make money. Hey, my dude, Joe right here said he grew up with you. Small world. Who? Hey, Joe right here said you did? John? I don't got my glasses on. Hey, my dude, Joe right here said where at? Fill me in. Anyway, so, that's what, hey, I'm just looking. Yeah, so I guess I answered Red's questions and Tony and John. So are you guys, I know some of you are subscribed to me from trucking or maybe photography. Did you find me just from Stock Talk, or did you always talk stocks and was like, hey, I kind of like what you're doing right here? I think I bore people. This is probably boring to some people, but I like it. I like talk. See how I just sit here and talk? I don't even have to write a script. I ain't got to say, what am I going to talk about today? I just turn on a computer and I can just pull up charts and start looking at them. But yes, I do like my favorites. So I will talk about them. You know what? I'm going to bring them up right here. I'm going to show you what I actively have trades on from my phone. And now it wants a password. All right. Amazon and Square. I talked about that. Nike. Oh, yes. Nike. Should I bring that up? Yeah, I'll just talk about it, and then we'll bring it up. I have actively trades on Nike, Cisco, Disney. I was just talking about it. Google, Netflix. I was sure. Actually, I took that off today. It's at 364, And I had sold the 360, 365 call spread. It blew right through it today. It's up $7. Tesla, got a long-term trade on Tesla. I put one on live right here. Long-term trade. I bought some calls that expire 2 years from now. The leaps. So, and the SPX. That's right. The regular, just the stock market. So, the SP 500, but the SPX times 10. So, yeah, I just sold. It was actually perfect timing. I did it on Friday. I sold, what put spread I got on here? The 120, the 2760. See, I'm sorry. God, the phone's going to fall. Yeah, I just did just one of them. The 2760, the 2765, right here. I sold the 2765. I take that back. So right here, somewhere in there and below, I sold the call spread. If this thing stays up there, I make money, right? So it's only it was only it was a short term, 11 days it has to go. 11 days, and I'm looking to get out at half. Then I buy it back. You know, so keep going up. Just don't go down there, right? So bring up the daily. You could see kind of, I think I'm right there. No, I didn't quite make it below there. I didn't like the premium. So sometimes I could say, you know what? I want to sell a call spread right below that support. But then there's not enough premium. And in this kind of market, I don't want to go way out to get the premium in time. So I like to do shorter term. And I know people's going to say gamma risk, which if you know your Greeks, you'll know what that is. But I don't even know them that well. But basically, it means you could wake up tomorrow and then boom, your position is going against you really hard. So, yeah. So I kind of get closer. So I think you take this right here. That's support, right? I'm down here, 265 to 260, right there. Let's hope it could stay there for a few more days. And then Dre will make some money on that. Let me see. What else? That's it. We'll talk about Nike and Cisco real quick. And then I'll end the video. Oh, man. Nike. Oh, my gosh. What's going on here? You look at that and you go, ugh, what the hell did this happen? What do I got on? See, these are longer term. Oh yeah, these are. I got call spreads. I got the 75-80 puts, right? Way down here. Well, let me take that back. Yeah, so I sold the 80s and I bought the 75s. The Januaries. This January. So kind of in there. I think it could stay above that. For the rest of the year, I make money, right? And then also I bought a call spread, the 85s and the 90s. So kind of right here. And these are multiple spreads, not just one. So yeah, I will make money, especially if it goes up, because I bought a call spread, meaning I want it to go up, and at the same time, since it's leaving this area, I'll make money. I think they call that a risk reversal. Yeah, selling. Yeah, I think that's what that's called. I don't know. I just kind of do it. I just do what feels good. And then Cisco is solid. Look at that. See, I didn't even have to bring the chart up. It's just solid. It just goes up. You know, and that's what you like. I think these positions I had on for a while, and then I kind of like trade around the portfolio, like with the AMZNs and things like that. Yeah, I got a 47.50 call spread that expires 2 years from now. Okay, this is the leaps. You know, so basically, it's the monthly. This one I really have to monitor. Most likely you say, oh yeah, he's gonna make money. Look at this stock is just going up. It's just going up. What did I say it was? The 47.50. But sometimes you got to be careful when you go that far out, because the economy could change on you, and they'll do one of these. Look back over here to 2000. Gosh, I remember. Oh man, I remember that. And boom, right? And you remember 2008? Boom. I mean, so when you're that far ahead, everything looks hunky dory and stuff, and then next thing you know, boom, the bottom falls out. So we're kind of at the. I think we're. Where are we in the economic cycle? What inning is this? I'm thinking it's like the seventh, eighth inning, eight and a half. You know, some people will say it's just starting. I don't know. I mean, we've been going up for a long time. The interest rates is going down. We're broke as hell, and the whole, what is it? The debt we owe to trillions and trillions of dollars. I mean, but if this was probably the let's look back here. See right here, back in, what was that, 2011, we kind of had the correction. I think that was the correction. Here's the correction in 2015. That's 4 years later. And then look, another 4 years later is another correction. So people say that, oh, the bull market was running for 20, whatever years. But no, we had a little corrections. Here's one. Should I draw them? Sure, Andre. Why don't you draw them? Here's one. Right? Oh, shoot. Just when I was drawing. Here's another one. Right? Here's one. Oh, shoot. I messed up that drawing. There's one. There's one. So we are having corrections. It's just a steep incline. I mean, why do we got to go down hard, 50% off? So, we possibly can have another run. Remember I was talking about the A to B, B to C, C to D's and all that stuff? This could be A to B, B to C. We have this same run for another 3 years from right now. But I don't know. It's always scary at these times. I'm bringing up the YouTube. So I guess that's about it. I guess that's all I want to talk about. And to see if you guys are talking about anything. And then I'm going to do a video. Oh, yeah, you good there, Joe Smith. Then I want to do a video the name change, right? I've been running EMIP TV since 09, 08, 09, something like that. And, I'm going to change the name. I had done so many things. I did started off photography, then I went to trucking, and then I'm doing Life Like I, created a channel for that, and the stock stuff. And then there's some other stuff I want to do, but I can't because it's a photography channel, but not no more. So, I just decided I'm going to go ahead and change it. So I had the other channels going, but nah, I'll talk about it in a video, but YouTube gives you no love. They give you no love when you have a new channel. They don't promote your videos and all that stuff. So even though my channel is different, my videos are being promoted because, YouTube, they don't know what the hell this video is about, at least not yet. And then they thinking, hey, he's got subscribers and gets views. I got over 3 million views here. I think I got close to 3.5 million, something like that. So, they putting out my videos. So I want them to put it out. Find me some new subscribers. Do you know only 10%, is that right, of your subscribers, watch your videos? Yeah, it's about average. I think it's 10%. So people want subscribers. It's not about subscribers, it's views. Even if you're looking to get paid, you get paid on views. But mostly it's not your subscribers watching you. It's like new people. At least that's with me and a lot of people I know that's on YouTube. So anyway, that's it. I just want to talk about the stock. Those stocks. We talked about CAT. We talked about everything. And here's the one I'm looking to actively trade, to place a trade on today or tomorrow if it breaks that high. If it breaks that low, I'll be concerned. If it comes down here, I'll be concerned. Now I'm drawing circles here. If it goes into this area, I'll be concerned. If it breaks that high, I'm in. I'm in. We're going up to 18. We're going up to 1900. we're going up, so let's see what it can do. It's finally pulling away from the 9 period. This is the weekly. And I was concerned here. Well, I got my circle thing up. It's a little concerning, but maybe that's the pullback. It kind of bust through this, and that was the major. I mean, this thing was just stuck in this range for a long time, and now it's finally out. Now it can run. Where can it go? All the way over here. That's right. I think it's going to test those highs. I mean, Microsoft is doing it. Look at that. Microsoft is an all-time high. Netflix is doing it. We'll look at the fangs real quick. That one's about to break. Look at that. Look at this. And today is working. Here it is at noon. Let me pull up a 5-minute. Look, it's basically just hit a new high a couple minutes ago. It's working. That's going to bust through. That is going to bust through. Look at the volume here. I want to keep an eye on this. Like I said, it's so hard for me to trade this stock because I know it sucks to me. Netflix sucks. I got to put money on it. So that's working. I tried to short it. It didn't work out. So Facebook. Facebook is the other one. Not like a Netflix. Not like a Amazon, and not even like a Google. It's actually weak, and that's because every time they turn on the news, they're getting sued or what is it? The privacy things. But you know what? I think everybody's nervous about that. It's still one of the best places to place your ads when you have a business or whatever you're trying to promote, because you can target people. You could target, and people are still on Facebook. They're not going nowhere. We know we gave up our privacy being on that thing. We post all kinds of stuff. We want people to see it. But anyway, I have a feeling this thing is going to rip. Look at that candle. This is the monthly. When you coming down and you get a candle like this, that's almost all in. That's like all clear. I'm in. So actually, looking at this, I might just have to get long. I think they're gonna underestimate the earnings. This thing makes a ton of money, huge, and it's still gonna do it. It's still got billions of users. Everybody's on Facebook. I know you're gonna say everybody. We're on Instagram. Let me tell you something. They own Instagram too. And you've seen those ads on there. It's the best place. If you own a business, where are you going to put your ads? In the newspaper? You're going to put them in a magazine? How about a billboard? Billboard, everybody's not even looking at them. They're looking at their phones when they drive. Where are you going to put your ads? Google and Facebook. Google's better, though. That's where you're going to put your ads. They're making money. They're spending a lot of money, but they're making money. And they're spending a lot of money for the better, because they containing their privacy. They getting more private, right? So this stuff can't happen again. I like this. I like them. Look at that. So, it came up and it held. Look at it. It's been holding for 2 months right there. This is the monthly. Am I talking too long? Do you guys want long videos or short videos? Because I'm just shooting it. You know what? It's been holding. It's been holding. Kind of doji-ish candles, indecision, but nobody's wanting to sell it. You know how I know? Because it would be lower. And so nobody's wanting to sell it. So this is actually pretty good. I think this almost looks like the best of them. I like Netflix, the way it was looking, but this one, you're going to have one of these big body candles again. It's just resting right now, and it's probably going to happen on earnings. So I think that's a good stock to get long. I'll put it this way. Don't want to make any recommendations. I'm going to get long. Maybe I'll do a live trade. And Facebook also is one of those stocks that runs in the earnings. It loves to run in the earnings hard. So I got to look that up. Maybe that'll be my next video. Make some Facebook trades. Look also here. This is the monthly. You just see this stuff. When's the last time you saw a candle like that? Can I get out my circle tool? The square tool? Okay. The square tool? When's the last time you saw a candle like that? I got these other lines here just kind of messing things up. Remove drawing. There we go. Anyway, when's the last time you saw that? Let's look back, right? Let's see. Let's see. Go down. No. 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 Nope. Nope. Just, no, I don't see it. Don't see it. This is Dre. No, you don't. So therefore, it's just gonna. You know what? I could tell you something else. The closest one is this one right here. That little topping tape. That little topping candle. And then what happened? It went down hard, didn't it? That's why, because candles like this green one at the bottom of the trade there, the chart, or these when it comes at the top of the chart. Usually good direction. They change. It's a changer. It's a game changer. So when you saw this red one right there, and it happened, boom! Look at the thing. Just went. It just went. It just. I'm trying to get my. Here's my trend line. I wish I could just switch on the fly. Okay. There we go. Right to the bottom. It lost 43%. You saw that candle. Well, that's the top of the candle. Let's get rid of that. Let's do it from the bottom of the candle. From the bottom of the candle to the bottom of this candle is 24.5%. So when you saw this candle, say, you know what? It broke the candle, got lower. I'm going to get in. And you made 24% if you stayed in. And then here, what are you going to make here? Let's say here, it did break the high of that candle, did it? Yeah, look at it. It's under it now. But if it could break the high of that candle, 171.68. Where we at now? 167. I think it is. It keeps getting rejected with these wicks right here. Right? It's getting rejected, but it's still going up. It's going up right into it. And so a better trade, a safer trade, let's put it that way, is possibly getting it when it's above that. Just like I'm waiting on Amazon today. When it gets above that, that's when it should be a good trade. Safer. But if you want to get in now, it kind of looks good. It just looks like it wants to do that. You usually get that big candle and just some consolidation. And that can go up and down. And then, boom, right? And then you missed it because it just happens overnight, you know? So that is what's up. I am going to go ahead and Snap. Paul saying Snap is your recommended. You know, I heard about Snap. Somebody, I think I was on Twitter, and they was like, oh, it looks like it's going to break out. I didn't pull up any charts. I made a lot of money on Snap on the way down. Yes. Where is it? That's it. Yeah. Right around, where was it? Right here. It went up to 21. After it came down, consolidated, went up here. It was a great earnings. And then it started coming down. I think I got in somewhere right here. And then I bought a whole bunch of puts. And I got out right about here. Somewhere around 9, the single digits. Yeah, so from like there to there, I was in the trade. And yeah, and I haven't traded it since. But what am I looking at? I don't know. I'm just not liking it. I think Facebook is going to eat its lunch. It looks like it's trying to make a comeback. It's coming into a lot of resistance right here. Let me get my little square tool. All you got to do, you want to see resistance, all you got to do is look left. You know, where are the sellers going to be? Right? So if I just go draw this box all the way to the left and look at all of that traffic in there, right? Just all of that stuff. Here looks good. So there's no immediate type of, these people right here all lost money. They're money losers. So I think when it reaches inside this box, you're going to get some chop, just like this. You might bump down or whatever. We want to see it trend through this area and hopefully get to the top side. Then it kind of looks good. You don't have to worry about a double top right there. But that's what I think about Snap. I like these candles right here. I like that. We just got done talking about that. It's like it's just showing. I think that's short covering though. And then now it looks like a mini consolidation. But I have a feeling this goes a little higher. It's going to start seeing some pressure from these dudes. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe I bought Snap. When that thing hits $15, I'm out. You know, that's the people. That's the people. I mean, they might be out already because it did go to $4.82. Why would you still hold it if you had $15? You wrote it down to $4. You know, your faith. The volume looks good. The volume coming off the bottom looks good. I don't know. It's a wait and see. I don't like it. I don't not like the other stuff we discussed. You know, for the most part, it's. You know, the stochastic is saying it's oversold. For the most part, it's just in here. It's just, can I clear all these drawings? Just get rid of everything. Move. Why is it not doing it? Not good. Clear drawing set. There we go. I mean, this is the one. Oh, no, this is the 1 hour. Let's see what it does. Can it get out of here? Let's do it 1 hour at a time. Can it get out of this area? Can it beat this high of $11.67 made on March 15th? I don't know, but it's not. It's doing all right. It's doing all right now. I mean, this thing's been uptrending since March 27th, 28th, and so the last week, but the market has been going up as well, right? It's even going up better. The market's just like boom, boom. You know, so yeah, that's my version of Snap. I don't know. I like Facebook better. You know, I think Facebook's gonna eat their lunch. I don't think they can compete in the Facebook world. Then they advertise the kids. What are kids buying? Kids are on there, right? They're not advertising, you know, but what are they buying? You know, it's. If you're on a business, you're gonna put ads on Snap, or you're gonna put it on Facebook or Google. You choose. Whatever you choose, that's the one you should buy stocks in, because that's how they make money. Ads, right? I'm not doing a Snap ad. I don't know. I just don't see. Unless you got the next kid app and you're trying to get them over there. All right. Thanks, Paul. Tony. Red, thanks for hanging in there. I think several people still hung in there. I think I held 5 all the whole thing, which is good. I like that. So it's because you know why? I'm not talking to myself. All right, so thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm looking to where are we? 1805. See, it's just hanging out. I'm looking for new highs. I want it to beat the daily high, and I want to be all in. Lower, I'm concerned. Thanks for watching. This is Dre, which is the new name of the channel. And I am out.